007
sure.
Tim in New Zealand.
Probably right on Melbourne and close to you as well. I knew the skip was coming from, the southern parts of Aussie, so yeah, I got it low, which helped. Yeah, it's quite interesting. Peter was saying about his other amplifier. Well, he's one of the AM guys. There's a bunch of them, the Bulldozer and Black Diamond and a few others. And they've all got these big transistorized amplifiers, and they've got no biasing for sideband. They work good on AM, but as soon as they get these big amplifiers down on sideband, the voltages are all over the place, and they crackle and pop and carry on, and are no good on sideband, but they poke out a lot of horsepower on alpha mic.
Like you say, and you can generally tell the ones that are trying to do it, they're all over the place, like you say, But anyway, then, Jim, I'll let you get back to it, and I'll be back on the side for a while there, over.
Yeah, okay, I'll see if Peter's back, and what his result is. You're picking Mike up with the beam back to the Tasman feed here, Peter.
Yeah, okay, Tim, I'm back on the side.
Yeah, okay, I'm sure Mike heard that. That's really tickled things up a bit. You're 7 to a 9 now.
Yeah, Mike, I got you around about 4, sometimes a 5. I'm doing a video on this end anyway. I'll upload that to my YouTube later on.
Yeah, no, it is. It's exceptional. Shows how good the conditions are.
Yeah, can you hear me there, Peter?
Yeah, roger, Mike. Got you about a 4 to a 5 on this end.
Copy that, mate. No worries. So that's good. That's very good. Yeah, I might go and tickle my antenna around a little bit there while you guys are talking, but I don't think I can improve it. It's generally if you've got it sort of facing out into the Pacific somewhere, to the northeast, it doesn't really matter, I don't think, where you sort of turn it. It seems to come down on top of the antenna more, but I've tried it before and it doesn't seem to make a lot of difference. But no, right, Peter. Good to hear you there, over.
Yeah, roger that there, Mike. Look, I swung it towards you, and I'm pretty sure I heard you talking there to Tim, but also pointing the Tassie for where I am, I point right into a telecommunications tower, which causes a whole heap of noise, a whole heap of QRM area. I had QRM area noise for around about a 4 when I pointed your way, and I could just hear you in there. I'm pretty sure it was you talking to Tim. And then once I brought it back around, the noise floors dropped right down.
Yep, copy that. I know how it works for you, mate, but generally where I'm pointing sort of, 45 degrees, so around towards the States is generally where it all comes back into me, except sort of late in the afternoon when the sun's going over to the west a bit, more around to the north, or just off north. 25, 30 degrees is probably the best spot for back together. I can hear all you fellas in Melbourne all the time. The group that gets on 38, I can always hear them, but I'll try to get back to them, but no go. Anyway, I'll let you get back to Jim there, Peter, and I'll go and make this cup of coffee, and I'll be on the side, over.
No worries there, Mike. Not a problem, mate. Yeah, I generally avoid up here. I do come in, I say hellos, and then I get out. But no problem there, mate. Pleasure on this end.
Yep. No worries, mate. Catch you later.
Yeah, check on that, yeah. Oh, as you know, Mike, they're probably getting 10s and 20 pluses from the Hawaiians, and your strength 5 is probably not going to bust through. Could be something to do with it, eh?
Oh, no, I've tried it when I can hear them, when I can hear their voice. I'm back scattering that from Victoria, and I can drive it even with a little 100-watt radio, they still can't get back to them, so it just shows you what sort of power they're actually using. A lot of them around Melbourne there, but around the southeast, but it's all good. I'll be on the side there, Jim, and it's nice and beautiful and quiet here anyway. I can hear a pin drop, there's no static, there's no atmospherics, it's just nice and quiet. I'll hear you, over.
Yeah, there you go. There's a breaker that hears you too. Hang on there, breaker. Yeah, okay, well, told me what they're running over there, and would you believe...
RF gain
it's quite a
down.
bit. They usually don't say. I don't think Peter would ever say. I haven't heard him announcing his alpha might power, but yeah, some of the bigger ones are running 3,000 watts there, mate. 3 kilowatts. Massive transistorised amplifiers, 2879s, I believe, and dirty great big power supply to run it, because they're basically 12, 15 volts, maybe 20 volts. I don't know what they would like to do, but yeah, so there's quite a bit of a horsepower difference you've got to counteract there, Mike.
Yes, I know what it's like, Jim. I've been on radio for a long time.
Actually, I think a lot of them have upgraded. No longer 2879s. A lot of them are running tubes now there, Jim.
Yeah, I did hear that station in the breaker room. It's very, very weak to me, so I'm not real sure. You must have been hearing me, but you go ahead, that breaker, 44.
Hang on, Pete.
No, nothing here, Jim.
Oh, okay, alright, I'll grab him. Hey, hang on, Mike, Peter just put a footnote note in there. He doubled... What was the footnote there, Peter?
Yeah, I think you'll find a lot of them have upgraded from 2879s to, yeah, something like 3CX 3000s.
Oh, okay, are they at 24 volt or 50 volt or something like that?
They're iMac tubes.
Oh, yeah, are they MOSFET?
No, iMacs tubes, 3CX 3000s.
Oh, okay, yeah, got to keep up with the times. I've got some big MOSFETs here as well, which seem to be the rage. Hey, hang on there, Peter, I'll just see who that was. Who's the breaker? All right, good afternoon to the Snowy Mountains. Are you hearing Tasmania and Melbourne from there? No worries. Hang in there, the other breaker. Did you copy that there, Mike, chap up there in the Snowy Mountains? No, Mike's gone somewhere. What about you, Peter? Can you hear the chap in the Snowy Mountains?
Yeah, I can. I can actually hear his Roger beep stronger than him.
Yeah, that's the beauty of the Roger beeps. They certainly let you know when they're finished.
Roger that. Yeah, Snowy Mountains, I don't know if you can hear me there, 06 in Melbourne.
Not a problem, man. 06 Melbourne, I can only just hear you. It's not very, it's not normal for me up here to get Melbourne. Usually when there's this sort of get Melbourne. I was just wondering who was pushing the big numbers on me, and it's that New Zealand station. You're pushing plus 30 from me.
Yeah, I think Peter is getting 30s, and Mike down in Tasmania, he never gave me 30 plus. He's all down there over.
Yeah, I was wondering who was spluttering me on Channel 35. I think it might have been somebody around the village somewhere, and then I find out it's New Zealand.
Okay, yeah, I do that sometimes, but only in good conditions. I can't do it if the conditions are average, so I don't know. I'll have to ask Peter how to get a bit more horsepower out so I can do a better splitter job on you there over.
I can't help you with that.
Absolutely brilliant. Sorry to interrupt you, ladies, but I just wanted to say who was pushing the big numbers on me.
Yeah, I spoke to you the other day. You got 007 Jim here in Auckland. Yeah, no problem. We'll catch you a bit later on.
And just to let you know there, Snowy Mountains, I'm getting you on a signal 3 here into Melbourne. I'm getting you on a signal 3. Yeah, Jim, like I said, I am recording a video gate, and if you check it out on my YouTube, you'll see exactly what I see. I turned the RF gain all the way down, and you're coming up to a S5 there, and the radio's a Cobra 2000, so S5 on the Cobra 2 grand there, mate. RF gain all the way down.
Okay, turn it all the way down now, and see how that goes. We just made a little change here. Can you turn your RF gain right down?
I just did there, mate, as you were talking there, and signal 1.
Oh, okay. Oh, I was hoping for better than a 5, but not to worry. It's all right. We won't change too much here.
No, that's fine. Look, that was just purely a test for me, more for mine than anything else. A couple of my friends in the States that I talk to, I've done similar tests and nothing compared to your signal, mate.
Yeah, well, like I say, I just made a change there, hoping to improve it a little bit, but maybe the propagation's changed a little bit.
Well, I just brought the RF game back up and you're hovering around the plus now.
Breaker. Plus what?
Alright, I take that back. Retract that earlier statement. You're back all the way to the right. I'll send you the invoice. Replacement needle possibly required at the end of this Tuesday.
Okay, if you're recording, obviously the meter's going. Hang on. Oh, that's not going to do it. Pushing the Roger beat button. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I have a look at this, I'll remember that I made a change about now. Be interesting to see what the meter is saying. It's always good to see actually on YouTube what's going on.
Well, RF gain all the way up, I couldn't really see any difference there. It's only if I go all the way down, which I've just dialed it all the way down, if you come back again. You there, Jim?
Oh, 1, 2, hang on, I've done something wrong. No, I haven't. 1, 2, there we go, that's better. Okay, RF gain all the way down, RF gain all the way down. 007 here on the island.
Okay, yeah, still around about a 1, but you'll see, you know what you're doing there, you'll see when you see it.
Yeah, I just thought I'd see if I can see the difference. A few adjustments here, but sometimes on here you don't see a lot of difference. Oh, well, that's good. That's good. Obviously I'm a lot closer than the States and Hawaii. Mind you, I wouldn't be surprised if some of the Hawaiians do a bit of damage your way there, over.
I actually get more damage from the guys in Mississippi than I do from Hawaii.
Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. Yeah, I usually find the Hawaiians are the noisiest. But on some days the Americans have made a lot of noise. But I don't bother with the alpha mic too much because I don't want to get sucked into it. Like I say, if you go through anything, telephones or stereos or anything like that, all the neighbours know exactly what you're saying, who you are, where you are. Sideband, it's all garbled, so it keeps it keeps them guessing a little bit.
Roger that there, Jim. Yeah, no, I still do sideband. That's, I still come back to sideband. Like I said, I say hello to people and get out of the way. I know I can do it down on AM. Yeah, sometimes early hours in the morning, 2, 3 in the morning, and I get the conditions here, so yeah, I know I can do it down there, and going up there, I don't really like stirring the pot. So a quick hello to a few people and then get out of the way.
Yeah, no, I've heard you going hard quite often. Unfortunately, you guys are usually competing, Bulldozer and 1 or 2 of the others. I'm not too sure if the Black Diamond's in Melbourne, I can't remember. There's somebody up there in New South Wales that is very competitive. But other than that, it's all the way of Melbourne.
Yeah, you got Black Diamond, Bulldozer and Squiddy and myself in Melbourne pretty much. The one you're talking about up in New South Wales, shit, I'm having a mental block right now. I know who you're talking about though.
Yeah, I'm having a block too, but he's the only competitor. You can hear it this end. And I don't hear anybody in Sydney, and there's a lot of them. I don't hear anybody coming close. There's no competition from there, over.
You got me scratching my head now trying to remember this guy's name.
Yeah, hang on, somebody just put a comment in there. What was that about JD?
Probably JD. I think he's got capabilities of about 3,000 watts or something. You reckon you can hear someone up there all the time and you can't hear the rest of the Sydney boys?
Yeah, no, I don't think it's JD. Geez, look, if I heard the name, he doesn't come on as often, and I don't think I hear the skip so much. But yeah, when I was listening on Alpha Mike, it's quite interesting. You can hear them jumping over. Black Diamond and I think the Bulldozer are the ones that are competing with each other the most. They're quite interesting to listen to, and I can see the difference between the signal strengths here. So it really is very interesting.
And I just remembered, I'm pretty sure you're talking about Madman.
Madman?
Yeah, the one in Sydney, Madman.
No, that doesn't sound familiar either.
Okay, then looks like the ball game's changed up in Sydney.
Yeah, I don't think I hear anybody in Sydney. This chap's not in Sydney, he's out of Sydney somewhere. Haven't heard him for a while, probably that's why I've forgotten.
Or it could be 440 up there in Coffs Harbour.
Yeah, he's got he doesn't use a number, he's got a name, oh dear, yeah, he's got a name, he like Postman or Black Diamond or, you know, he's got that sort of a handle, if you like.
Yeah, okay, you got a few breakers there, Jim.
Oh, I'm surprised you can hear them. All right, I'll see who it is. Who's the breaker? Ah, 192. G'day there. You got 007 Jim in New Zealand, 44 in Tasmania, Postman in Melbourne, and the Snowy Mountains. We've got a little bit of everything here.
Good afternoon to you. You've got
Ah, very good there, Clinton. That's, is that close to Bathurst?
Yes, about 48 kilometres down the northwest of Devonport.
Yeah, roger that. Yeah, I used to talk to somebody out there in Orange. Haven't done it for a year or two though.
Yeah, we've got another bloke down here, a local bloke, 55, you talk to him.
Oh, because it's so long ago, I can't actually remember. It might have even been you.
I'm on now, and that's the main thing there, Bob.
Yeah, that is the main thing. And could you hear the other chaps? Could you hear who I was talking to?
Yeah, good to hear that. Yeah, I could hear one bloke there. He's big strong, but you're 30 plus, are you back?
Ah, 30 plus. Yeah, that's the call of the day. I like that. Yeah, well, I've got Peter in Melbourne. He's doing a video for YouTube. And he's just recording my signal so I can have a bit of a listen to it later. Yeah, okay, Clinton, thanks for the comeback. We'll catch you a bit later. This is 007 Jim.
I tell you what, Jim, you coming through the Bunbury.
Let me try for Clinton, Jim.
I don't get much news like anymore like I used to. I only did radio. I won't go to the radio there now, but it's stopped like the job, and okay, I won't go anymore.
Okay, stand by, Clinton. Somebody's going to give you a call. Go ahead.
Yeah, Clinton up there in Orange. I'm hoping you can hear me there. 06 in Melbourne there, over.
I'm thinking Melbourne, yeah, mate, you sounded real good. You're pushing about between a 5 and a 9 there, mate.
Oh, beautiful, mate. No, I do appreciate it there, mate. I haven't spoken to Orange before, so I guess I just wanted to get in there, say hello, get out of the way, and carry on with my video recording there, Kilso.
Video recording, yeah, okay, yeah, that sounds really interesting. My uncle, when they were younger, they did a lot of that sort of stuff with the old ringers, so we got some stuff here done the other day, and you confidence to us and up with sisters when they were tiny, but we won't go into that now. We'll thanks for coming in and tell us about appreciate it, and I hope you have a fantastic day with your family there, mate.
Yeah, got a bit rough on the end of that one there, mate. But all right, Clinton, no worries. Do appreciate you acknowledging me there, mate. Have a good one. I'll put it back to Jim. 06 operator Peter in Melbourne.
Yeah, okay, Clinton, I'll go back to Peter. Hey, Peter, do you find you get sucked into the rubbish talk down on Channel 6 and with the Hawaiians? Do you find it gets a bit rubbishy sometimes?
I've got my own... I got my own thing there, mate. You know, I think I know what you're getting at, and yes, I do find it gets like that, but that's why I try to hear everyone and acknowledge everyone there, over.
I know they can't hear me at the moment, but I do find the Hawaiians generally pretty dumb overall there, over.
I can't say that about them. A lot of them are good friends of mine that I do talk to on the phone as well.
Oh, bloody, well, maybe you get a bit more out of them. I get a bit bored of hello, goodbye. I sort of get on the radio for just a little bit more than that there, over.
Yeah, and I try to do that as well. Like, that's why I usually, if I do talk Hawaii, I try to aim for them in the late evening. Around midnight their time, and that way I usually get like 2 or 3 and I get to have a bit of a chat.
I get them off that channel actually, just chatting away to themselves sometimes, and they're talking normal things. Sometimes number 28 and Mad Max get fairly entertaining when they're talking back to you guys. Actually, you bring the humour out of them there, over.
Bring it to the radio station.
Stand by.
Roger that there, Jim. Hey, Jim, look, by the sounds of it right now, you've got all of Australia trying to get to you, mate, so I'm going to take a standby because I'm hearing a lot of stations I've never heard before. See who's coming in next.
Yeah, it's interesting. I think it's because New South Wales is coming in, and even we don't get them that often. It's sort of a dead spot, really. Doesn't come in as like you guys are pretty regular. All right, let's have a look. Who's the breaker? Go ahead.
Roger there. Who's up to Bunbury, WA?
Oh, very nice. What part of WA are you in?
I'm in Bunbury, 200k south of Perth.
Oh, okay. I was a bit deaf. You got Jim here in New Zealand.
Yeah, roger there, Jim. I'll tell you what, you're coming through good there, mate. Flying colours, right in the chilling patch.
Good stuff. Yeah, the conditions are open at the moment. We've got Mike in Tasmania. We've got Chip up there in the Snowy Mountains. We just had a chip over there in Orange, behind Sydney. And we've got Postman Pete. He's in Melbourne. I'm not too sure how many of those guys you're hearing over there.
Well, I can hear about every one of them over here. I tell you, mate, one Hog Airways. Just want to say good day to you and all this goodbye. And you'll have a jolly evening.
Yeah, it'll be fairly jolly now that WA's coming in. It looks like we're getting everybody. I could even hear Queensland in before. The only dead place is the Northern Territory at the moment. Not too many operators up there, I think, over.
You got a couple of good ones up there. There's the 10 Steve there. He booms out. But anyway, it's a different story, that one. Okay, take it in. You look after yourself and take care. Hang in, Judge. Back on the fence.
All right, bye-bye for now. Nice surprise. Did you hear him, Peter?
Yeah, I can hear him coming in the back door, not a problem there. Station in Bunbury, you're about 5 by 3, 5 by 5 into Melbourne.
Yeah, good on you there, Melvin. You're doing likewise also.
No worries, mate, and you're into the back door of me quad antenna. I'm pulling it into Jim there over in Auckland, and you're shooting into the back door, so doing a fine job. All right, hey Jim, I sent you all of Australia, mate. You go see if there's any more.
They won't all want to talk to me. When the conditions get like this, it gets a bit splattery, and they don't always want to talk to me. Some of them want to growl at me there, over.
No.
Yeah, breaker, Whiskey November 86 is on the side. You still there, Mike? No, he was going. How about the Snowy Mountains? Anybody up there on the snow? Roger that. Were you copying everybody or missing a few? Yeah, are you on the, which side? The eastern side of the mountains? Rightio. Now, the Snowy Mountains, they are in Victoria. Are they close to the New South Wales border? Oh, it just shows what I know. I know the Blue Mountains in New South Wales. Do they run into the Blue Mountains?
No, they don't. We're on the southern part of New South Wales, not too far from the Victoria border.
Right, okay, so I wasn't too far off when I said Victoria. I remember the movie, you know, the little mini series, The Man from Snowy Mountains. We used to get that here. Oh, bloody hell, I got that wrong too.
Victoria, just across the border, they've been arguing ever since who the man from Snowy River is. If it's the guy from Cornwall or if it's the guy from Indonesia.
Ah, rightio. Okay, well, how far away was the Snowy River away from where you are? Ah, righto. Yeah, I've got to remember too, distances over there are massive. You know, you could think you're in a certain area, but I've got to keep in mind just the size of Australia, and a certain area can be absolutely massive, can't it?
That's right, it'll take you about a week to drive from the east coast of Australia to the west coast.
Yeah, I know that comparison. But even an area from, you know, say the Victorian border to sort of part way up New South Wales, that would be a long drive in itself.
Yes, it is quite a long drive. Yeah, I live out in the bush, probably about 150 kilometres south of Canberra, Australia's capital.
Oh, rightio, okay, well that gives me a good picture. Now I've got the picture now. Oh, alright, so Sydney's out of the question. You're pretty isolated out there. Without Skip, you wouldn't hear much.
That's exactly right. I'm on Skip. There's no local, I'm the only local operator up here at Lake Eaglemead. There are other operators in the Snowy Mountains, but they're too far away. I don't pick them up. I do occasionally hear people making a call to stations in the Snowy Mountains. There is an operator in Cooma, which is about 40 minutes from where I live, but yeah, that's it. Skip is it. Breaker.
Yeah, well you'll be interested to know, and I know you've been on the radio a little bit over the last maybe a month or whatever. Chap over here in Auckland, he's a UHF operator, and he's a repairman. Anyway, he had a couple of 27 megahertz radios, and he had them sitting on Channel 5. And he was actually telling a few of us about a chap from the Snowy Mountains, how good he was coming in. And I don't know what sort of antenna he's got down there. He doesn't transmit, he just listens while he's repairing stuff. But yeah, you got a mention there over.
Oh, wonderful. I've actually heard that I'm on YouTube too.
Oh, okay, well, Peter on the side, you were speaking to him. He's doing YouTube at the moment. He's running a video game. I don't know who's going on it. He's doing me, I think, just because I'm making a lot of noise. And no doubt you'll be there too, so you can have a listen to how you sound.
Not a problem. Yeah, I've heard myself before. I have heard a recording of myself before, but it was over the radio. But the internet doesn't work where I live. We're just down the road here. I have to actually go a few kilometres up the road to get the internet to work. So it's a real bugger not having a decent scarab at the cabin. But anyway, yeah, can't help that. But my main means of communications is 27 megs. And yeah, I also have a UHF radio here. We have a repeater up here at Lake Eaglemead.
Ah, okay, yeah, I've been trying, not very often, but I've pointed the UHF, I've got UHF here. I'm running twin 20 elements, 14 feet long. Homemade job, peak tune them. I tune them up to maximise. And there's been a little bit of skip here on UHF, but I've been waiting for a bit of Australian skip, but I think it's the time of year. I probably needed to be there in the middle of summer. But I'm very keen to get a bit of that, because I haven't actually done any skip over to your way. And they'd want to be on a nice high hill somewhere, I'd say.
Yeah, okay. All I've got here at the moment is a handheld. I am planning on setting up a base station here at some stage.
Hey, I tell you what I saw. I was just on the internet. I don't know what I was looking for, and I think it was Andrews Communications in Sydney. And I didn't know that, but they're actually doing a bunch of 20-element Yagis. They're a little bit shorter than mine. They're not quite as long, but nevertheless, they're one big whopping antenna. They're quite expensive, but they are for sale if you wanted to get, them involved. And they're doubles, they're 220, so they're actually 40 elements. So it's certainly going into it and doing a pretty big job on it to do such a mighty antenna.
Yeah, that's interesting. I'll wait till I get one. But at the moment all I've got, I just got a EDM handheld. I want to go out to get the Icon 400 Pro if I'm going to get one.
Okay, now if you want to save money, you may find that you can buy a UHF TV aerial rated at 470 megahertz to maybe 900, something like that, doesn't matter. It's the 470 you want. And a lot of those antennas are perfectly resonant on 477. They've got nice gain. The impedance is right on 50 ohms. So although they rate them at 75 ohms, 75 ohms is only on some frequencies. There's a frequency shift. The ohmage will change. And there's some antennas, TV antennas here, and they are bang on. And compared with a 12-element antenna, I've made up a 12-element, they're just as good and slightly shorter. So one very cheap, easy way to get a good UHF antenna there over. Stand by, mate.
How popular UHF is here in Australia. I don't know how many people really seriously muck around with it. I sort of got it for up here. Most of my friends have UHF radios and they're four-wheel drive. There's not too many people over 27 megs. So, UHF, one of our friends coming up in with me in the repeater. We do it all over Lake Yucumbe. Lake Yucumbe is a massive lake.
Yeah, check on that. Somebody in behind there too with a comment. I don't know why they put up with UHF. Maybe it's alright your area, but I believe around the cities, Sydney, Melbourne and all of that, you can't use the repeaters. It just gets jammed up by idiots. So maybe it's a bit better where you are.
Yeah, in the country,
Hang on.
you don't get the idiots from the repeaters. You get them in the city. I used to live in Canberra and we had a couple of repeaters in Canberra, and because of the idiots jamming them all the time, they turned them off.
Yeah, you don't blame them either, eh? You definitely couldn't blame them. One guy runs a couple of repeaters here and he just turns them off when he hears an idiot on or somebody he doesn't like. He just flicks it off. It's a bit of a nuisance, but it does work. It has actually kept the nitwits at bay.
It's a shame that they have to turn them off in the cities, like they did in Canberra. I don't know about Sydney, Melbourne, places like that, if they've got them turned on or turned off. But yeah, in Canberra, they just had enough and turned them off. But UHF, it's used by all construction sites in Australia use them, road crews, road construction. You get a lot of businesses using them during the day.
Yeah, I've got mainly my 40 channel radio, and every channel has businesses on them. Yes, the stop-go guys on the roadworks, you name it, the cranes, the ports of Auckland, with the containers. Yeah, they're all using them, and unfortunately when I come on I've just got to plough through some company, because they just sit on them. They sit on them when they're ready to use. Some of them are in use all day, but others, they just sit there till they're ready. And they're always telling me to get off their channel. Luckily the radio guys, like myself, they have better antennas and they're usually stronger. Hey, just hang on, there was somebody who wanted to put a comment in on the side there, probably UHF operator. Just hang on, who was that wanting to break in?
Yeah, sorry mate, you got 906 Mobile Melbourne, mate. You are absolutely destroying my needle over here, pal.
Is it straining or is it just getting a nice workout?
Oh no, mate. You are pumping us right to the cherry patch there, mate.
Oh yeah, that's good. That's the best way, isn't it?
It certainly is, mate. No, very loud and proud. Yeah, so you've got 906 Brett Mobile Melbourne this way, mate.
Oh, good stuff there, Brett. 906 007 Jim in Auckland here. Yeah, no, you're sounding good here on my radio.
Yeah, no, the little mobile does okay.
Yeah, no, that's good. There's another guy mobile around Melbourne, but he wasn't as good as you.
Oh, okay, yeah, that wouldn't be 025 Rodney.
No, it wasn't Rodney. With somebody down the south side of Melbourne.
Okay, yeah, I'm southeast.
Rightio. Yeah, I don't know. I think he's gone inside or something, but yeah, no, definitely a better copy. Are you hearing a chap up there in the Snowy Mountains?
Oh, okay, yep.
Yeah, are you hearing the guy in the Snowy Mountains?
Very, very distant.
Okay, he's probably coming in on backscatter to you. I'm not sure, but it's likely.
Yeah, I doubt he can hear me either, but yeah, no, I did hear him in there a couple of times. I'm a bit up and down here with hills and bits and pieces where I'm travelling through.
Yeah, I'm usually a mobile station myself, so I know how the hills cut things up there over.
Oh, well, look, mate, thanks for the contact. Beers and beers, yeah, just letting you know, mate, you're absolutely banging into Melbourne here, mate. You have a good night, and thanks for letting us in.
Yeah, anytime. Just jump in when you feel. This is Jim 007. We'll catch you for now.
No worries there, Jim. Cheers and beers.
Yeah, okay, now how is it up in the Snowy Mountains? Oh, I've lost your name already.
Okay, Snowy Mountain 09 and the operator name is Leo Lima Echo Oscar.
Oh, okay, hang on, Tezzy. I hear you, Tezzy. Hang on a sec. Leo, yeah, by crikey, I thought I knew it, but no, I didn't, do I?
Not a problem, yeah, Paul. Okay, you know now.
That's right, and I must make a point of remembering. I like to remember by the Lion of the Mountains or something.
Yeah, that's it. Just the star sign, Leo. Not the star sign, actually.
I know how I'll do it. I've got to have a way, and it can be the mountain lion. That'll be the mountain lion, Australia's mountain lion there, over. Holy cow, not 1,200 feet, but 1,200 metres. Holy moly, let me work that out in feet. What is it nearly 4,000 feet? Blimmin' heck, you'd be in snow up there, wouldn't you? Would the snow come down a bit lower than that?
Snow in the winter time's not unusual.
Yeah, I'm just thinking of the mountains here, further down south. I think the snow comes down to 3,000 feet. I'm pretty sure it comes down as far as 3,000 feet on the mountains further south, so probably not too much different, probably close to 3,000 feet there too, I'd say.
Whenever I hear on the news, snow down to 900. Bravo 69, Victoria, Australia on the phone.
Okay. Oh, there we go. Oh, well, the radio would be a good thing in the miserable weather there, over.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the radio and the wood fireplace.
Oh, we'll have to keep an eye on you and see if you're coming through with all that altitude when the rest of the skip dies out.
Yeah, that's right. I only moved up here about 3 months ago. I've been living in Canberra. Decided to move up here. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to the first winter up here. Especially, I'm looking forward to much of the cold weather. But I'm definitely keen to see what the skip's going to be like.
Yeah, from a radio point of view, there may not be much skip in the middle of winter from you guys. Yeah, you might be the only one. This will be very interesting to see.
Yeah, that's right, absolutely. I'm running a vertical antenna up here. I've got a Mark 1 station mast running a President Grant CB radio, and at the moment I've got a realistic handheld power mic.
Rightio. Oh, well, I can't wait till you get a beam antenna. That will really help things out.
Okay. I've set a beam up here. I'm surrounded by trees, and the council won't won't let me even trim a branch. So for the time being, I'm stuck without a beam. I've got the rotator, but yep, that's it.
Okay, just snap a few off as if a big storm has come through. They broke off in the storm, yeah, if you can, don't cut them, snap them. You get a big winch and just wind them off.
Yeah, I'm surrounded by massive trees and they're all protected by the local council. You can't cut a tree down, you can't trim it without permission.
Okay, yeah, well I guess you're up in perhaps a mountain range. We've got them here too, protected areas, and yeah, they get a bit finicky on them. But look, if something blows over in the wind, who's going to know the difference? Maybe that's the way of doing it. Yeah, not forgetting the tip in Tasmania. Well, what about like a portable beam antenna on the back of the car? Yeah, okay, oh, well that's not that hard, and they do make, I think that in Australia there's a tap or a crowd making 2-element quad antennas that are really portable, and a 2-element quad would be absolute magic there over. No, I don't think it's that. I don't think so. It might have been over in Perth, WA. So I saw it on the website somewhere, and he made it so it was nice and portable, so they folded it away, and it looked like he'd done a good job. Okay, well, what about a beam on the top of the roof of the house, because I take it there's no trees above the house. What about just a low beam, small, 3-element Yagi, and just guide wired? You build the beam very lightweight, just very thin diameter aluminium, and you can make it weigh just a few pounds, and the chap over here goes mobile, and his beam is just held down with guide wires. Not too hard to do, really. Yeah, that's a Roger. Unless you can have the mobile pull up close to the house or somewhere fairly close and just run a length of coax cable out, to the antenna on the back of the mobile or something. Oh, well, it does sound like a bit of a bugger with those trees messing you up there. The council monitoring you? Have you got neighbours? Have you got houses close by? You got whistleblowers there? Okay, so it's a little community there. You're not on your own. You're sort of boxed in with other people. Oh, that's a pain in the arse, yeah. There'll always be somebody that'll jump up and down and make life difficult, right there. Oh, sounds like a nice little area anyway. It sounds like you're really out there in nature. Hey, look, hang on, there's a couple of breakers there. I'll just see if the guy in Tasmania is still there. The chap in Tasmania is still on the side. Oh, very good there, Peter. You've been very patient. I thought you might have gone by now. It's Tim this way, 007. Yes, I'm in Auckland City. You're a little bit echoey there, Peter. It's almost covering you over there, mate. Oh, still the same, still the same. Yeah, it might have been a bit better. Yeah, a little bit of echo is good. I like an echo, but you got to watch it doesn't sort of overpower you. Oh, roger that. I'm on a 4-element Yagi, and that's just a vertical antenna, 15 feet off the ground, is it? Yeah, that's all you need, as long as it's metal. Away you go. Can you hear Leo up there in the Snowy Mountains? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, there is a bit of backscatter running, but you probably need beam antennas to make use of that there, over. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that'll help. That will help. I'm on one at the moment, and that's all I run. I don't really run a vertical, it's more on the mobile. What did you say, a 9-element? Oh, okay, how long is that going to be? Yeah, that's a big one. 9 elements. Yeah, you probably want to be about 70 foot long, 60 or 70 foot long to make it work properly. Oh, okay, well, 6 elements will be just as good, but obviously you've got the plans of how you want it there, over. Yeah, those hills will really cheer you up too. I have spoken to a few stations down in Devonport. Is there many operators there? Roger that. Okay. Oh, well, it's good when you've got neighbours. As long as everybody behaves themselves, then the radio's good.
Very good, Jim.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's how you want it. Hey, just hang on. I've got a breaker this way. I'll just see who that was. Coming a breaker?
Yeah, posty, mate. All right, I'm gonna hit stop on this. I'm gonna get out of here. I'll let you carry on. I can hear. I can just make out the echo of Peter in Tasmania, and Leo up in the Snowy Mountains dropped out on me. So I'm gonna get out of the way, mate. I'm gonna hit stop. I'll upload it from your YouTube. It's Mr. 06 Postman, Mike Romeo, number 0, number 6, Papa Oscar Sierra Tango, Mike Alpha November. No spaces, no gaps. Do a search for that, and under 007, that'll be one of the titles.
Oh yes, that's right. Yeah, I always ask if they can put just 007 to make it easier to find. Sometimes it's hard to find these clips. And every now and again you find one that you couldn't find before. I thought you'd gone actually. I put it back to you a while ago. You must have been doing something, so I thought you'd gotten bored and gone somewhere else there, Pete.
No, I did duck out of the room, but I came back in. But yeah, I am going to run now. I've had a bit of fun. and you've got Australia locked down. All right there, Jim, pleasure. As I said, if you search for my username, you'll find it quite easily. There's well over 200, 300 video gates there.
Yes, I must have a look. By the way, Leo in the Snowy Mountains, he's 1,200 metres high, nearly 4,000 feet. Imagine that for a location for the radio.
Yeah, I heard him say that. Made me a bit jealous.
Yeah, oh yeah, I'd like to be that high too. I'd certainly have my multiple element Yagi up there, alright. That would be a dream.
Roger that there, Jim. All right, I've got to get out of here, mate. You have a good one.
No worries, we'll catch you for now. 06007.
00706 clear, bye.
Yeah, I'll just see if Peter in Tasmania could hear. Peter, did you hear 06? He was in Melbourne. Yeah, okay, you would have been getting them on backscatter. Very...